What's up, guys? Welcome back to JCM Rides. Today I wanted to do a quick review on these Winglights by a company called Cycl and tell you about something really stupid I did while installing them and how you can avoid that yourself. So first off, I just want to state that this video is not sponsored by Cycl lights or Winglight or whatever their name is. I bought these with my own money, full price on Amazon, no discount. Nobody asked me to make this review. This is 100% my honest opinion. Now, these simple little lights, I can't say there's too much to say about it other than, you know, I'm going to go over a few pros and cons, and then we will tell you about the stupid thing I did and then wrap this up. So first off, in case you're wondering what this is, it is a turn signal that installs on the ends of your handlebars. And basically it's so easy to install. You just pop it in and you twist it. So basically it just has this rubber plug with a nut at the end. And it comes with two different sizes of plugs depending on the size of your handlebar. And then right here, if you can see that, I drilled a hole into my grip so it would go through. You can cut the end off if you want, but I highly suggest drilling through because it keeps that end cap on there and keeps it looking professional like we got over here. So let me hop straight to the pros, and pro number one is the fact that it is a really easy install. So once you got that in there, you just twist around clockwise, righty-tighty, until it tightens in. What happens is that rubber plug gets compressed and expands outward, causing it to get lodged into the cylinder. And boom, it installs just like that. So really easy install. The next pro is that they light up from both the back and the front. Now keep in mind, there's lights on each side if you look here. So you want to make sure they're lined up to the front and the back. That way, you know, because you could twist it like that and it's gonna be harder for drivers to see that. So you want to be as visible as possible. Now, pro number three, I think, is the ease of actuation. You just press the ends of them. It's that simple. It's super easy muscle memory because when you're riding, you don't have to worry about gadgets up here or up here and what button you got to press. You just look at the light, you press it. You can press it again to turn it off, or if you forget to turn it off, it'll automatically turn off in 45 seconds. So pretty cool. And then that leads me to the fourth pro, is that I think they're pretty cool looking. I know looks are subjective, but having this little accessory at the ends of the handlebars kind of gives it an extra bit of swag on the bike, I think. Looks cool, nice and sleek. All right, let's hop into the cons. I don't have too many cons on this light, but the main one I'll say is that they take a little cell button battery that you have to replace. It's not rechargeable. If they can make an improvement to it, it would be to put a little USB socket on the end of this, and I could just charge it up when I'm charging the other gadgets on my bike. The next thing is durability. As you can see, I scratched it up right here. That was from setting my bike upside down one time, and I had to lay it on its handlebars like that because I got a flat tire while riding, and I left it on some sandy kind of gravelly surface like what's in front of us, and I had to swap my rear tire, so there was no choice but to put it on, and I didn't have the patience to take these off beforehand. Now the next con is compatibility, and this is where I really messed up. So you see, I have these both installed. I think they look pretty good on the ends here. Look like, you know, besides it getting all scratched, it looks intentional. Looks like a professional job, more or less. I'm not the best craftsman here, but it turns out these were not fully compatible with my bike. And if you're not familiar with my bike, I have the K6 Pro by EUY Bike, and I knew it was going to fit the diameter of the handlebars. But what I didn't do, and it was really stupid of me, is I didn't check and make sure it was compatible with my throttle. And it turns out it is not compatible with this throttle as is. So since I'm new to electric bikes and all that, I've never dealt with throttles, and I didn't know that some of them secure onto the end of the handlebar with a bolt. And that's what was going on with this one, is that there was a metal fitting inserted into the end of the handlebar, and then there was a bolt that secured the grip of the throttle into place, so it didn't move around at all. And unfortunately, I just started drilling with my drill, and that's when I hit the bolt, and it kind of broke a little bit of the casing around it. So I had to pull everything out. The metal fitting that was at the end, I had to use a pair of vice grips to get out. It was in there really, really good. But once I did that, then I ran into an issue of my throttle moving around all loose. And even with putting the Cycl light in here, it didn't matter because this grip is actually longer than the handlebar by almost an inch. So it only tightens into the grip itself. Now, at this point, I thought I was going to need a new, different type of throttle that did not secure on the end in order to use these, or order a new throttle of this one that had all the right parts. And I ended up ordering a new throttle, a different one. It was a full grip throttle, and it had the right 3-pin connector, connected up everything just fine. But when I plugged it in, it said error code 30 on here, which is a communications error. And I did not feel like troubleshooting or trying to figure out another workaround. So I ended up sending the throttle back, and I looked for other solutions. I went online, I seen there's this stuff called grip glue for motorcycles, where people will glue their grips and their throttles to the handlebars so they stay on nice and secure. So I looked it up, it was like 10 bucks online. I didn't want to spend more money. So I looked around in my garage and I found a can of spray adhesive by Gorilla Glue, a heavy duty version. I sprayed it into the grip real good, sprayed it all on all sides of the handlebars, and then I slid it on how I wanted it, made sure this was secure in place, and then I let it set overnight. And then when I came back the next morning, this thing was just like it is now. I cannot twist it at all. It was firmly set, and I did not have that much faith in the spray adhesive because I didn't think it was meant for that kind of purpose, but it turned out to work pretty good. So if you have something like that laying around in your garage and you run into an issue, whether it's installing these or those mirrors that go into the ends of your handlebars or some other accessory, you know, have faith that you don't need to get rid of your throttle and that you can actually just glue it onto the handlebar. And you know, that makes no difference to me because you can't see it. Like if you look real closely, you can see some of the adhesive. I tried to wipe everything off, but it was good enough for me. You can always do a better job if you're preparing for this. But anyways, that left me pretty frustrated for a couple days. But once I found that solution, I was really happy with it, and I think my bike looks pretty cool with these. So overall, I think they're cool lights. I paid $39.99 for them. Last I seen, they were $35.99. I'll leave a Amazon affiliate link down below if you guys want to check them out. It's a nice turn signal solution to have visual in the front and the back. You know, I know they sell tail lights that have turn signals on them, but nobody in front can see you. And then they sell those kits where you have ones that will install lights in the front and in the back. And sometimes that's just too much gadgets, too much batteries to charge or swap out, and too much things to turn on and off. But with these, it's very simple. Boom, boom, they're on there. And like, you know, I've just taken it back out. You can take them off when necessary. Not too big of a deal. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about these or having issues with your throttle being loose, feel free to drop them below. I will give you guys any kind of tips from what I've encountered. So anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I try to upload new content as much as possible. I'm a new channel just getting started here, so keep an eye out. I have more videos coming up, but until next time, guys, peace out.